Hello and welcome to Wisconsin Wonder Garden. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. I'll be showing you the fastest way to propagate your sansevieria. Our sansevieria has been growing so nicely and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite plants here at the indoor garden. Today we're going to be dividing this plant via rhizome because we've had several shoots grow in the past few months. This is going to be the fastest way to propagate your sansevieria, but if you would like to propagate via leaf cuttings, like this one here, I'll have a link to my video on that below. First things first though, I'm going to get these cacti out of the way so I don't experience any unnecessary pain. Alright, I got those removed and now you can see the different shoots that we'll be propagating. I kind of cleared away some of the dirt so you get a good view of what you're looking at here. Today we're going to be dividing these 3 shoots off of the main plants. All you're going to need for this process is a knife and possibly a small spade. We're just going to pull up this whole plant out of the dirt in order to expose the root system. It comes out pretty easily. Generally these are quite compact and they're really bulletproof plants, so you don't have to worry about damaging it. These are 3 separate plants that I planted together, so I'm just going to pull one of these apart so we can easily access it to show you guys how to propagate. What we're going to do now is just take our knife and cut as close to the main plant as you can in order to separate this rhizome. The whole thing comes off pretty easily, and there we have our very first rhizome cutting. I found that it really helps to expose as much of this rhizome as possible so we can make sure that we're accurate in taking this rhizome cutting. Again, push right up against that main plant, cutting your propagated portion right off. Pull this one off of here too, and then we'll take our last rhizome cutting here. Here we have all of our separated plants. You can take these and place them into multiple planters if you would like to, for them to grow and multiply even further. Keep in mind that you don't really have to worry about your sansevieria being root bound because they'll actually grow to the point where they'll break your planter apart if they're getting too crowded. Like I said before, these plants are bulletproof. We're going to take our soil mixture, which is regular potting soil, mixed in with about 25% coarse sand. Other mixtures that work well is regular soil mixed in with peat moss and or perlite if you would like to do that. Generally, I'll have about 75% regular soil mixed in along with 25% of that added material. You don't have to wait for these cuttings to cure at all. You can plant them right into soil. So we're just gonna dig the holes deep enough to seat the roots in there, and then we'll throw the soil down around the plant without bending or breaking them, filling it in and making sure there's no air pockets in there. When you do this, just make sure you have an adequate soil level. You don't want any of that bright white rhizome covering to be exposed over the soil as shown here. I've now placed the original plants back in their container and they'll be growing right alongside their children. Now give your sansevieria a nice watering in order to reduce the effects of shock. Then continue with your normal watering schedule. This may vary a little bit depending on where you live and your relative humidity, but I water my sansevieria once every 3 weeks and I've had amazing results. Luckily, these plants will show signs if they're being underwatered by wilting, and if you're overwatering, generally they'll get real flimsy and soft. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're subscribed, make sure you hit that bell button so you receive a notification every time we upload another great video. Click on the box up here and I'll see you in the next video.